Babysitting is the quintessential way teenagers make money before they get real jobs, as seen in this week's episode, Adventures in Babysitting, starring Elizabeth Shue. Babysitting emerged as a social role for teenagers beginning in the 1920s as a result of the expansion of the middle class, the rise of youth culture, and a growing desire for leisure and recreation among parents. Now, at the same time, more teenagers, including girls, attended high school and delayed entering the job market, making babysitting a very common form of employment. The term babysitter first appeared in print in 1937, replacing terms like neighborhood helper or childminder. And for good reason. I certainly would not have read a series of books about wacky babysitting adventures if it had been called the Childminder Club. It just doesn't have the same ring. Now, after World War II, the baby boom created a surge in demand for babysitters. At that time, young families began moving into the suburbs away from older relatives, further increasing the need for childcare. And it was during this time that an unexpected aspect in the history of babysitting emerged: the boy babysitter. During this time, boys were viewed as far more reliable and authoritative than their female counterparts. And this all contributed to around the time of the Great Depression, where there was skepticism about girl babysitters, and this contributed to the popularity of hiring boys to mind children. And similarly, during World War II, the sitter shortage meant that boys actively pursued jobs as sitters. Now, there was even an episode of the classic TV show, The Dick Van Dyke Show, where Rob and Laura hired a sitter to watch Richie, and that sitter was a boy who developed a crush on Laura. And of course, wackiness ensued. It's a great episode. Check it out. In fact, check all of those episodes out. And in the 1950s and 60s, male college students formed their own babysitting clubs, such as Princeton's Tiger Tot Tending Agency. However, by the late 60s and early 70s, teenage girls emerged as the babysitting archetype, as the societal expectation was that today's babysitter would be tomorrow's homemaker and mother. And today, babysitting is a common and important part of childcare, with many parents relying on babysitters for flexible childcare services. Babysitting is often a meaningful step toward growing up, teaching valuable lessons about responsibility, the value of money, and achieving goals. From the wacky adventures Chris and her charges got into in downtown Chicago, I think it's safe to say that they all became a little more prepared for adulthood after having a tire blowout on the expressway, witnessing the violent fallout from an adulterous affair, being accidentally taken to a chop shop where they had to escape, and once they were free from the clutches of the maniacal chop shop owners, accidentally landing on stage at a blues club and having to sing the babysitting blues before being released, getting between rival gangs on the L train, and then rushed to the ER after Brad was stabbed, crashing a college party, finally recovering their vehicle from an imagined Thor, and scaling the Diamond Building. Oh yeah, and all in service to rescue Brenda from a bus station in downtown Chicago. Now, in an effort to earn money and do a little bit of growing up on my part, my friends and I were inspired by Ann M. Martin's Babysitters Club book series to start our own babysitting club. Now, we were so enthusiastic about this, we printed flyers and put them all over our respective neighborhoods. Unfortunately, one of my friend's mom caught wind of this and demanded that we take down any and all posters because she did not want creeps calling us. So our dreams were dashed on account of a stranger danger panic. All's well that ends well, I guess. So go ahead and give the subscribe button a catchy blues note so you never miss a thing. We are having so much fun bringing fantastic content to you for the remainder of April, and we have some exciting things coming up later in the year that you are not wanting to miss. So go ahead and subscribe to the Real Relationships podcast. New episodes drop every Thursday, along with episodes of this show on YouTube. We are also on Instagram. TikTok, and Blue Sky. So follow us everywhere so you never miss a thing. Stay safe, and we'll see you soon.